Welcome to the Soul of Innovation podcast. I am Thomas Anglero. Let me ask you, when you see someone, what do you think about them? Do you pass judgment? Do you think, oh, this person does this person does that? What do you think when you see people, when you walk down the street, when you go in a store? Or are you the opposite? You never think anything of anyone. You never even spend the time to think this person has a life. That person has a career. That person has a family. That person has troubles just like you. What type of person are you? Do you think about other people? Or do you only think about yourself and your situation? Woe is me. Poor me. Let me tell you a story. Last night I was at a dance show. And as the performance began, it was amazing. It was really incredible. But the first thing that hit me was there were 22 dancers. And of those 22 dancers, not one of them had the body that I would say the movies have taught me to have. What is the body of a dancer? Each one of them, male and female, had totally, completely, utterly different bodies. Tall, short, black, white, thick, thin. There was one young lady, redhead, super short, insanely thin. And I was wondering how could she perform and hold those moves for as long as she could? Looked like there was no muscle on that body at all. And there was another one who was so thick. I was like, how could she? I was passing judgment left and right, all over the place. There was one gentleman, he looked like he was about 6'5", about 2 meters something. I was like, how can he do that? How can he spin? How can he hold his balance? And I was like, wow, calling my bullshit left and right, passing judgment on everyone for their looks. And yet they all were professional, gifted dancers. The awakening I had was that no way can any of us ever judge anybody on their looks. You don't know what that person has done with their time. You don't know the life that the people that you walk by in your office, as you walk by the cubicles, as you walk down the street. There is no way you know what that person is doing, what they're going through, what they have done, the hardships, the success. I was thinking, if I ran into any one of those dancers, maybe that early in the day while I was in the street, I passed by those dancers and I didn't know they were professional dancers from Marseille who flew all the way up here to the Nordic countries to dance and perform on the professional stage for a 3-day only performance. Now that sounds wonderful. But how would I know that when I pass them in the street? We don't know who we're passing in the street. That person you pass in the street can change your life. That person you're passing in the street is the person you just spent a large part of your salary, or a portion of your salary, to see tonight. Just with someone special, with your kids, with a friend, with a roommate. When you see someone, you don't know who they are, who they truly are. Those dancers, the amount of time, the years they have spent, just in the performance alone, just the performance that I saw, the amount of time they spent, the choreography, the timing, not a single flaw, between 22 dances for 2.5 hours. Perfection personified. And these are just 22 people, and this earth is made of over 8 billion people. Perfection personified. Do you know how amazing and how lucky we are to live on this amazing planet with all these amazing people around us? That's how you should walk down the street. That's how excited you should be when you see people. You shouldn't judge them. You shouldn't think anything negative of them. You should say, what investment have you made that will blow my mind? And then the next person passing by you with the umbrella looking very cold, think the same thing. What investment have you made with your time and your gifts that would blow my mind? And that is the world we live in. I left there blown away, completely renewed in my mindset, because I realized that when I see people, I saw them through the old lenses of my life, but now I see them through the new lenses of my life. Is that all of us are perfection personified. Go forth and spread beauty and light and see everyone for the greatness that they are. But most importantly, for yourself. When you look at yourself in the mirror, realize you are perfection personified. Those people who performed at the dance last night and the people who walked by you in the street, they made a decision to do what they wanted to do. They did not judge themselves on their looks. They did not judge themselves on the way they were born, the color of their hair, the size of their muscles or lack thereof. And yet they all are amazing people. When you look in the mirror, you too have nothing holding you back. Don't say that you're too big or heavy or too thin or too tall or too short or the wrong skin color or the wrong hair color. I saw all of those types on the stage last night, and they all were perfection personified. And so are you. Call your bullshit the next time you look in the mirror. And then fulfill your destiny. I love you. I truly, utterly believe in you. And I share these words because these words are freeing you. And you're saying to yourself, I forgive myself for all the past stupid thoughts that I had of myself, the limitations that I put on myself. And now I want you to just be you. No one's going to pass judgment on you. Because no matter what shape, color, whatever, what insecurity you have, you can be whatever you want to be, and the world's going to embrace you. The world will spend a lot of money to buy tickets to go in the evening to watch you perform. Trust me, it was a jam-packed house last night for all these different type of people who were amazing, who were perfection personified. And that's what you are. Don't forget that. This is Thomas Sinclair. Until next time. Thank you for listening to that episode. If you want to contact me, you can contact me on my website at inglero.com, and you can also subscribe to the newsletter, or you can find me anywhere on social media with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much, and I hope to hear from you very soon.